Hey, you've heard the names, right? Warren Buffett, Carl Icahn. So who is the best stock picker out there? My mom. I got to tell you something. She always picks winners. Now, not directly, but indirectly. Give you an example. She told me Home Goods, you got to go there. You got to buy all the stuff there. Years and years ago, as part of TJ Maxx, we talked about it earlier. Stock was up big today. It's one of the most impressive retail stories going out there. Now, we always talk about following the millennials to find out the great investment, but what about following moms? I mean, really, check out the biggest mover. Now, there's a company called YouGov, and they do a thing called the Best Brand List. Over the past year, only Pinterest has done better than Skechers in terms of best perceived brand by mothers. By mothers. Look at this surge, right? Well, now I want you to check the stock. Let's take a look at this chart because Skechers stock over the last 3 years has gone from essentially $10 to $100. As mommies started to believe in this product and they started to buy it, the stock went up 1,000%. So the moral of the story, mothers are great stock pickers. Well, let's face it, they're the tastemakers, and for the most part, they're in charge of household spending. That said, what is the hottest thing right now in mommy land? All right, well, we've got a few mothers on here on the panel today, but Scottie, you're always telling me about all the hot things in mommy land. So what are we looking at?
You're kind of laughing. We're going to the pool this weekend's Memorial Day. It's all about the cooler right now. And how cool is your cooler? Yeti cooler sold at Dick's Sporting Goods, who had a great reporting today. It's about $250 for a very small cooler, but it will keep it nice and cold for up to 5 days. Coolers.
You like the custom-made things, too.
I do. I have to tell you, I went and bought my own Coleman cooler yesterday. I just dropped it off at my girlfriend's house. She is customizing it as we speak with vinyl editing. I got to pick out what pictures. You got to have everything customized, monogrammed, whatever it takes.
Okay.
Well, I know what to get you for Father's Day,
let me tell you, Dick's, I think, was oversold today, by the way, on that Golf Galaxy thing. So I would buy it on weakness and the cool Yeti cooler.
Yeah, but, you know, with Dick's, it's interesting, too, because I know where I spend all my money is kind of at Dick's. I'm buying Under Armour and Nike. And then the other thing I feel like I'm always purchasing is iTunes. My kids are constantly downloading songs, apps, you know, and I keep saying, stop, enough. But, like, that's where, as a mom, I feel like I'm spending a lot of money.
You know, guys, I mean, for the most part, the moral of the story is what I try to talk about all the time on the show is that people watching the show know so much more about investment opportunities than they give themselves credit for, because at the end of the day, they create the markets. You know, listen, when women made the transition and they stopped buying Coach because they had to have Michael Kors, it was pretty obvious on the chart, and it was a pretty good run for like 3 or 4 years. What's the hottest thing you think now with the...
Well, it's interesting. I was talking to my mom the other day, and we're talking about brand longevity. So Tide detergent, for example. I use Tide. She's used Tide when she got to this country. My kids will probably end up using Tide. That's under P&G. You know, I think when you have all these brands that are kind of in your home that you use, that you've used for 30 years.
I love you brought that up because it's not sexy. It doesn't sizzle. It's been around for 100 years. It'll be around another 100 years, and I bet you people make money. What do you think?
Moms have a certain way of investing. I think moms tend to invest more in what they know versus the guys. They look around. They look at what the kids are buying. They look at what the kids are eating. They gravitate toward, you know, food stock kind of thing. Some of them gravitate toward oil, but oil's more men. Tech is more men. Women have a different approach.
Deneen, you want to jump in here?
I'm thinking summer camp. Anyone who has summer camp and back up the liquor truck, you know?
All right, we'll go with the liquor. Hey, guys, fantastic. Really, really appreciate it.